G'day everyone. Well, this is a very niche Brisbane specific video, I'm afraid, so if you're from anywhere else around the world this probably doesn't mean much to you, but I'm at the Centenary Bikeway in Jindalee, and as part of the road widening that's going on and the bridge duplication, the bikeway has undergone a few changes. I'm just going to run through some of those. So the Centenary Bikeway is starting to take shape on its new alignment. So if you're not familiar with the project, most people aren't, off in that direction, that's where the Centenary Motorway is. They're widening it, so they're going to have a whole new set of motorway that's coming this way, and that's where the bikeway used to be. So the bikeways move closer to the creek, and off in the distance behind me there'll be another bridge. So part of that, the Centenary Cycleway has to relocate, and that's what's underway at the moment. So the bikeway used to be off to, in that direction, it was sort of a 3.5 metre wide asphalt path, and now it's a 5 metre wide concrete path. It actually goes straight under the temporary construction offices that they've put in for this project, and that connects up to Cinnamon Road. At the moment it's all a shared path, but the intention will be that when it's complete that there'll be painted delineation on this path, so it'll be pedestrians on one side and two-way cycleway on the other. So that is a significant improvement. So the bikeway then continues around in this direction, and it then curves back up to join up with the old alignment. So then it continues on towards the city over the bridge. Now what's also starting to take shape, and you can see it here, you can see the bottom here of the cycleway where it's going to continue on, and so the alignment's going to basically continue on in that straight line and connect up and go under the bridge. Now I don't know if you can quite see it through the fencing and past the equipment and with my very poor zooming GoPro, which I'm not going to bother zooming. I'm not sure if that hill up there is going to get flattened out or if it's going to be a bit of a hump, but I guess we'll see. Now what we're probably also seeing is a confluence of projects. So behind me here, this is the new Coringle Drive Bridge. So the old bridge, which was further down the creek that way, it got damaged fatally during the floods in 2022. And it's taken a while, but the replacement bridge is taking shape here. So a few people were wondering how it was going to join up to the Centenary Bikeway, considering it's there and the bikeway was up there, but this is how. The cycleway is coming down here, it's going straight across that way, and the bridge there will join up to it. Latest update I've had is that the Coringle Drive Bridge will probably open mid-year. It's currently April, so you can see there's a little bit of work to go, but it's probably not that far away, so that's good news. So since the floods, this Centenary Bikeway was previously bike only between the old Coringle Drive Bridge and Cinnamon Road, but obviously with the bridge out it became a shared path, so it's been at times a little bit hectic with people running and walking dogs and commuting cyclists. So this much wider path will be great, and once the cycleway opens with proper separation, that will be ideal. And when the bridge is in place, then that'll make it easier for pedestrians to get across in behind the shops and into the back of Jindalee, and not have to worry about Cinnamon Road, which is a bit hectic. So the other thing that's changed is the crossing point. So you can see previously the bikeway crossed up there. It was an uncontrolled slip lane crossing. Traffic lights across that one lane of traffic, and then another uncontrolled slip lane crossing. They changed it, so they've now moved the crossing closer to the creek to align better with the main bikeway, and it's traffic light controlled to get across to the first part, and then you still got the uncontrolled slip lane crossing to the other side. One thing you will notice there is that the crossing isn't beg button controlled. As traffic triggers the phase, the light crossing goes on, so that's good. You don't have to keep pressing the button, or maybe it's detecting me, I don't know. It's going off willy-nilly at the moment. What they've also added is this little exit ramp, so if you're coming from Cinnamon Road, you'll be able to duck off here and access the bikeway, although it looks very narrow to me. And the other problem is going to be that during peak traffic, what happens here is an informal formation of two lanes happens down Cinnamon Road. So you've got some queuing to go onto the motorway off to the left, and then others going straight through. Now, so this bit through here is usually very much blocked by cars. So how useful this little exit ramp's going to be in that situation is hard to see, but I am reliably informed that Brisbane City Council is doing some initial planning work to modify this stretch of Cinnamon Road. Remains to be seen, I suppose. It's also a little bit trickier if you're heading outbound from Cinnamon Road. I think the best way is actually to go in the right lane as if you were going to go straight ahead and then just duck into the crossing here. But the option would be to come off this crossing here, wait and cross that way, but I don't know. I've put together a collection of how to navigate this in a bunch of different directions, which might be useful if you ride in this area, but it's pretty boring for the rest of you, so I'll put that in a separate video. So all in all, while you can have your opinions on the value of the Centenary Bridge project, and I've done a bit of a video about that, check it out, the management of the bike path during the construction has been pretty good, and the active travel path being realigned is one of the more important aspects of it. Partly for us, keeps us safer, but also it means that they can get on with just demolishing land and putting more asphalt down for more cars to get congested. So ride safely, drive rarely, and always look for the bright side in a road widening project.